This is Santhosh. I am working as assistant professor in MLRITM Engineering College. Today's topic is IoT communication models and IoT communication APIs. First of all, what is IoT communication models? IoT communication models refers to the different ways of devices in the Internet of Things ecosystem with communication with each other, like cloud services and users. These models defines the structure and flow of data exchange between different entities in IoT system. Means it indicates the communication between different IoT devices in IoT system, like IoT sensors, cloud services, all these devices. Mainly this IoT communication we can categorize into four types. First one is device to device communication. The name itself shows that device to device communication means it is the interaction between two devices in IoT ecosystem directly without the central server. Means that there is a transaction between two devices without the interference of servers. The example of this device to device communication model is motion sensor directly triggering in smart light bulb. Like this is one example. Mainly we are using Bluetooth, Zigbee, Z-Wave protocols for this type of communication. We have a lot of protocols, but mainly we can use Bluetooth, Zigbee, Z-Wave protocols for communication purpose for this category of communication. Next category of communication, IoT communication model is device to cloud. The name itself shows that the communication will be between device to cloud. Cloud means AWS cloud or anything like that. Okay. This is mainly used for smartphone applications. This type of communication is mainly used in smartphone applications. For this type of communication, mainly we can use MQTT, HTTP, COAP, AMQP protocols. Next thing is device to gateway. I already said there is a important gateways in the IoT systems. The transaction will be device to gateway. Means the gateway is the interconnection between device to external environment. So it may be a local gateway or any other gateway which processes the data received from device and gives the data to the cloud. Okay, for this category of communication, example is smart home connected with IoT system. Mainly we can for this type of communication model, we can example is the smart home connection to IoT system. The mainly protocols used for this type of communication is MQTT, Zigbee, HTTP, MQTT protocols. Mainly these protocols are used for device to gateway communication. The next type of communication is the gateway to cloud. Okay, in this one the gateway collects the data and it transfers to cloud. So mainly this type of communication is used in industrial applications. In industrial applications, the gathered data from the industrial IoT systems to given to cloud through gateway. This type of communication model is mainly used for large size of applications like industrial applications. Coming to protocols, mainly MQTT, HTTP protocols are used for communication purpose. To implement this type of communication model in IoT systems, mainly we can use HTTP, MQTT protocols. Mainly the benefits of this type of communication is high efficient bandwidth and centralized security system. Next, advantages of IoT communication models. There are a lot of advantages of IoT communication models in IoT systems. Mainly the flexibility in deployment. The IoT models makes the proper utilization of devices and resources, and it will make the flexibility to the end user. There is a lot of flexibilities available by this IoT communication models. Next thing is optimize resource use. By this communication models, we can utilize the resources in proper way with less effect on disadvantages. Okay, how it will make the optimization of resources? By proper arrangement of the devices and IoT sensors and interfaces and gateways, it makes the proper sense of optimization of the resources. Next advantage of IoT communication model is the better use of experiences. And next advantages of this IoT communication model is improved system performance. We can improve the IoT system performance by proper utilization of IoT communication models in such a way that it reduces the complexity and it improves the performances, and it supports both decentralized and centralized architecture. By proper utilization of the IoT communication models in IoT environment, we can support the centralized and decentralized architectures. So centralized means all the IoT systems will be allocated at particular location, and decentralized architecture means remote location or interconnected in IoT system. Next, key features of IoT communication models. What are the features of IoT communication models? What it will consist of, what it will gives. So it will gives the data acquisition. So this proper IoT communication model in the IoT system makes the data collection and relieving of the data to the different IoT devices systems in proper way without any late or delay. And data transmission is taken place by the IoT communication models through different devices and gateways through cloud and servers. Mainly we can use this IoT communication model in smart meters for sending of energy data through Wi-Fi to the server. So protocol management. The key function of IoT communication model is it will make the proper protocol management in such a way that it will use the maximum utilization of protocols is placed by proper utilization of the IoT communication models. And data processing and filtering. The main function of this IoT communication models, it will process the data according to the IoT system or client requirement, and it will duplicates the data through different sensors, and we can read and transfer the data. Mainly we can convert the data and we can get the data at client location. So next topic is the IoT communication APIs. Here the API indicates the application program interface. There is a software of application program interface is required in between devices to communicate with each other. Along with communication models, we must have APIs to interconnected with different devices and gateways and servers. It makes the proper utilization of hardware and software. The communication APIs mainly makes the proper utilization of IoT hardware and software. Coming to functions, what are the key functions of IoT communication APIs? So these APIs mainly makes the communication between device to cloud communication. These IoT APIs makes the proper communication between IoT devices and cloud platform and cloud to device communication. These APIs makes the proper utilization of resources and data from cloud to devices and device to device communication. These APIs make the proper utilization of data transfer between device to device. Mainly the Bluetooth and Zigbee protocols used for these APIs. Next, real-time data streaming. The main function of this communication APIs is real-time data streaming. Okay, these APIs mainly makes the continuous streaming of data between different devices through IoT protocols and device management. Next key function of IoT communication APIs is device management. The APIs properly manages the IoT devices, protocols, gateways and clouds in such a way that proper utilization of all resources. So all these are key functions of IoT communication APIs. So what are the examples of IoT communication APIs? In our day-to-day real-time IoT applications, AWS IoT core APIs are mainly used for different applications. We can use Google Cloud IoT APIs. We can use Azure IoT Hub REST APIs. We will use ThingSpeak APIs. We use Blink APIs. We can Android IO REST MQTT APIs. These are the examples of mainly used industry standard APIs to communicate properly with IoT systems and servers and gateways. So coming to advantages of communication APIs, there are a lot of advantages by making use of communication APIs. So one advantage is simplify the integration across diverse IoT platforms. Mainly this IoT communication APIs makes the complexity of interconnection of different IoT systems by making proper utilization of IoT devices and gateways. So it simplifies the complexity IoT systems and communication. These are the mainly advantages of communication APIs. And next, the advantages of communication APIs use is reduces the development time. These communication APIs makes the easy upgradation of IoT systems by reducing the time consumption required to implement the IoT system. And next advantages is the enables scalability and flexibility architecture. These IoT communication APIs makes the scalability. Scalability means it properly utilization of all IoT systems and flexible architecture. It makes the by proper for enable scalability, it makes the flexible architecture to convert to any other systems. These are the main advantages of communication APIs. And at the same time, the communication APIs improves the interoperability and device and services. Improves the interoperability between devices and services. Means it makes the interconnection between different IoT devices and services. It makes the repeated tasks easy in IoT systems. These are the mainly advantages of IoT communication APIs. Okay, thank you so much for giving this opportunity. Thank you.